Last time on Chasing the Dream, 6 under-25 riders battled for their Global Champions League teams. Tensions were high. The heat got to some, while others made it all the way to the top of the podium. As the Global Champion season draws to a dramatic close, what lies ahead for these talented young hopefuls? Global Champions League is the world's most prestigious team competition in show jumping. Top riders join forces to form elite multinational teams, competing for the sport's highest prize money.
Some of these under-25 riders will be the champions of tomorrow.
Be as good as we can and compete with the people at the higher level.
Yeah, you want to do it right for the team.
I'm here to win and not just take part.
I think you really have to look at Global Champions League for under-25 riders as a springboard. You can come here and ride in the background, or you can fight for your place at the forefront of those teams. You can spot talent and you can follow their trajectory, their career, how they develop into Grand Prix champions.
The Global Champions arrive in New York for the penultimate stage of the tour. Under-25 rider Jack Whittaker is competing as an individual this week, while Sanne Thijssen is here with her team, Istanbul Sultans.
Where did I put my jacket? Oh, wait. Kidding. No, Heide is a bit how his day is. Yesterday he jumped really good in a warm-up, I must say. Today can be different.
All the riders get a chance to walk through the course before each round and make a plan. The pressure's on for Sanne, whose team is at the bottom of the league standings.
It is time for round 14 of the Global Champions League.
Sanne's horse, Hi There, struggles in the very windy conditions, knocking down 2 fences for 8 penalties.
A bit disappointed in my horse, actually. For my feeling, I rode perfect, but had 2 silly faults. Yeah, that's when you're competing in this sport. You can be good, but then still the horse can make some faults. So sometimes you ride shit and the horse jumps clear.
Jack and his horse Skenelitha also have bad luck in this class.
Because now it's the turn of Jack Whittaker, and this is Skenelitha.
Obviously disappointed. I want to go in there winning, but she actually jumped a peach of a round. The way she was jumping, that's the biggest course she's probably jumped for a while, and I was actually really happy the way she jumped. Obviously, they say first and last fence is rider's error, so that's been my fault. Tomorrow I jump Pavarotti, the Pavarotti mare. She's feeling as good as she can be. This is the best she's felt the whole time I've been riding her, so I'm really looking forward to getting there with her tomorrow. Hopefully it's not as windy tomorrow. She's a bit sharp, so she can affect her a little bit sometimes, but hopefully it settles down. First time in New York. Yeah, loving it so far. It's nice. I've not been able to see that much of it. I was rushing to get here yesterday, so saw Brooklyn in the taxi. That was kind of cool. And then okay. And then
As the day comes to an end, the riders get the ferry back to their hotel and wind down.
Here's a story about Joe Churi. You must know this somewhere. So Joe Churi, he was a top British rider, but he was Hungarian, and he was in the Hungarian circus, and they were on the train through the UK, and he jumped off train. And ended up at Olympics with UK.
Has the boat just crashed?
Oh my freaking god!
See what happened?
Yeah, unbelievable.
What the hell?
The next day, Sanne and Jack hope for better results as they prepare for GCL Round 2, which also serves as the qualifying round for the Grand Prix.
It is time for the second round in New York of the Global Champions League. First up, it is the young superstar, Sanne Thijssen.
Sanne's round is a disaster, and her 25 penalties mean she doesn't even qualify for the Grand Prix.
Terrible. Also, a horse can have sometimes their bad days. And Haida definitely had one, I think. Team standing is not really good at the moment. Okay, we were anyway far away because of yesterday. But like with the team, we're gone. But okay, it happens.
Sanne Thijssen has got the enormous advantage, the fortune, but also the disadvantage of having that one very, very, very good horse, Konkidam. He's a real superstar, but the step to her second horse is quite big. And that's very difficult for Sanne Thijssen inside a team that expects a lot from her. Istanbul Sultans, they haven't had that exposure at the high level with all their riders. They knew that this was a learning season, but they hoped that Sanne Thijssen would lift the team to a higher level.
Yeah, competing on this level, it's quite hard, I must say. Competing for the team went the first Global in Miami not great. It was a terrible start actually for myself, but after that was quite good.
With this season we used it for experience. We have built up some very good horses. Sanne is a very effective, very fast rider, so probably she will be in a team, one of the teams in Global next year as well.
She knows that every Olympic champion, every world champion, every LGCT champion has had rounds with their best horses of 8 faults, of 12 faults, of retiring. It can happen to her as well, but just like that, she also knows that on a good day, she can produce a clear as good as any other rider, as any other champion.
Winning a Grand Prix was part of the bucket list, yeah. I feel a bit more confident, especially like now they're also competing against me, like I'm not just part of the list.
In New York, Jack continues to struggle. Like Sanne, he also fails to qualify for the Grand Prix, but he's philosophical about his season.
I wouldn't say I've achieved my goals, probably what I set out for myself at the start, but well, the sport goes. I don't know if it's lack of experience on my part or if it's just, you need a bit of luck in this sport as well. But obviously you think the greatest sports people, they create their own luck and that's why they win every weekend, so you have to do a bit of that. The most challenging moment, that would have been a big one. But actually also in Stockholm was well off the next day, then it was just like it all came crashing down then and it was just freaking like, this is disaster, this is a disaster. When it gets really tough like that, that's when you find out the most about yourself, I guess, and try and push through it all.
How Jack handles the pressure is, I think, how the whole Whittaker family handles the pressure. They are really grounded. It all comes down to mentality. In the end, this sport is about good horses and good riding, but what separates the good from the best is mentality.
Can't overthink it, you've got to move on and not change too much.
We are very happy with Jack and he's easygoing, you know, he likes to go. I think Jack has a very good natural talent. I think the way Jack does now and I think he will keep the horses he has, you know, that he can do this level. We are happy to keep him in our team.
The most emotional moment for me of the league, actually I'd say probably Hamburg. Valmir jumped fantastic there. He jumped two clear rounds for the team and we finished second. I think when I win one of these Grand Prix, I might have a little cry. Yeah, next year, definitely next year.
Do you have any main rival?
Harry Charles.
My name's Harry Charles and I ride for New York Empire in the Global Champions League. Just turned 23 this year, so I believe I'll be riding now about 15 years. So I was riding ponies at a very young age. Actually, with a lot of the guys you see today also were riding at a young age, and I was competing against them when I was 12 and 13. So we all came up a bit together, which is really nice. Jack's, I'd say, probably my best friend. We've been like pals for, I don't know, since we were 10 years old. We were following our dad around the shows when we were really young. And now we're both, you know, it's the same level. It's really cool.
Harry's had an amazing 2022 as one of the highest ranked under 25 riders, but his journey hasn't been without its challenges.
In COVID, this is in 2020, I was signed for a team. COVID happened. 2 weeks before the season started, I got a call from one of the guys at the Global Tour, told me I've been replaced. And I was low on the ranking. I couldn't get into any other shows, so I was pissed about that. That was tough to take. 2 weeks before, we'd planned to already go to all the shows and made a routine for the horses. I spent the whole season, plotting how I'm going to come back next year and, show them. That was a bit of a shit time, but thankful for it, because it, gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of maybe get my head down and work. Yeah, I'm definitely competitive. And of course, we go to the ring, these guys are cutthroat. There might be a friend out of the ring, but as soon as we go in and we go to business, it's, no one's your friend.
Harry's experience proves that there are no free passes in global champions. To stay in a team, you have to make your mark.
It's been a long and interesting season where under 25 riders got a lot of opportunities. Some took those opportunities. Michael Pender wins a Grand Prix in Valkenswaard against some of the best riders in the world, against one of the fastest horses in the world, Kobe with Philip Weishaupt. And he does it with a horse that he produced himself. But with a horse, if you ask 30 riders, which horse of this series do you want? They will never pick that horse. So he does it with an underrated horse and overperforms.
The rider's last chance to do that comes in Riyadh at the Global Champions Finals. The Riyadh Finals presents some of the most challenging courses of the season, as well as the biggest prize money.
And welcome to the final. Welcome to Riyadh, dear Global Champions League fans. This is stage 15 of the 2022 season.
Under 25 riders Michael Pender and Mike Kawai are here and ready for action.
Yeah, just little bit by bit. Like, it's the best.
Okay. Let's start, eh?
Yeah.
Come.
Mike Kawai is determined to perform well in Riyadh, as there's a chance his team, London Knights, could end the season in the top 4.
Mike Kawai, one of the leading under 25 riders, with his leading horse, with Goldwyn by Emerald and Understone. When they're a fault with the hind leg.
Frustratingly, Mike Kawai and his teammate both knock one fence for 4 penalties each.
It's difficult. Yeah, the horse I'm great though, but let's see, it depends on tomorrow, how the other teams does, and then yeah, for sure we have to jump clear if we want to be top 4. Otherwise, no chance.
Meanwhile, expectations are high for Michael Pender after his magnificent Grand Prix win in Valkenswaard.
Pender with 7 clears out of 12 starts on HS Calais.
Michael and his teammate, Daniel Deusser, both jump clear, setting themselves up well for round 2.
I was very happy. My horse jumped brilliant. He's in brilliant form, and it's a massive show in the calendar. It's the final of the GCL, and to be in with a shout and to be clear heading into the final here is fantastic. We'll keep the same team again, and hopefully we can do good for the Centre Pay Pirates.
Outside the arena, Mike Kawai is still analysing his round 1 performance.
Shit. It was a bit not smooth as like it used to be, The riding, with the horse and the connection has to be a little bit more smooth, and then the course a little bit more, I mean, you never know, Like, we don't give up, of course. And then, of course, to be top 4, it's hard, so let's see. Thank you. Nice food, nice dinner, and then sleep.
But it's not all work and sleep for the young show jumpers. Michael Pender and Harry Charles take a break in the desert before the Super Saturday final.
Go back with them, teacher. Who are you?
You're taming your dragon.
Smell off.
Oh, he likes you.
Some view there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Who you got in the big class today? Calais or?
Calais.
You gonna go quick or have a little go?
No.
You on my team?
Yep.
Where?
Daniel.
100 grand, it's 100 grand class. I'd say he would.
Oh, is it 100 grand?
Huh?
What is 100 grand? Is it?
Yeah.
That's more than normal.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's normally 50 grand. How was your camel?
My camel was okay. How was yours?
Bit slow.
We'd have time faults on these anyway. Something to do once, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Gives you appreciation for the horses, I know.
What's this lad? Hey, hey!
Good lad.
The camels proved too slow for the competitive lads. Can the quad bikes get the adrenaline going?
Well, is she fucked? You're on the back of this one.
Actually, better than I thought.
Back at the arena, Super Saturday arrives and the riders prepare for the GCL final as well as the last Longines Global Champion Tour Grand Prix of the season.
Inside, keep it smooth, nice 8 to 2. Get over, get straight to the double, tall, nice out. Bit short. Was it 5 to the vertical? 5, yeah. So I think our biggest rival at the show is definitely the course builder. But the course builders are building week in, week out, so they know exactly how them lines are going to walk. So definitely if I want to ask a question to somebody, I normally ask the course builder.
About as big as I've seen it, the teams.
Really?
It's about as big as I've seen the teams.
This is as big as I've seen it.
Yeah, me too. Trying to get a bit of drama. Probably trying to get a bit of drama for the last day.
There's nothing you can't do, I'm just got to make sure.
Stay within that top.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen around the world, welcome to the Global Champions League final. Mike Kawai with the golden. What a transformation. Whoever saw Mike Kawai in 2021 does not recognize the Mike Kawai of 2022.
Unfortunately for London Knights, Mike and his teammates both chalk up 8 penalties, dashing their chance to make the top 4. However, the Saint-Tropez Pirates are still aiming high.
Here's Saint-Tropez Pirates with Michael Pender on HHS Calais. Over 2 rounds, once again with HHS Calais, his big Grand Prix horse, his Grand Prix winner in Valkenswaard.
Michael and Daniel once again jump clear, landing them at the top of the podium.
Michael Pender and Daniel Duyse for Saint-Tropez Pirates win the final stage of the season.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. As they say, it's better late than never. My horse jumped brilliant, and big well done to Saint-Tropez Pirates and Daniel as well.
The 2022 season for the Global Champions League comes to a thrilling close, and the final standings reflect some of the stellar performances produced by our under-25 riders. Lily Atwood's team, Stockholm Hearts, just missed out on the top spot. Sadly for Sanna, her team stayed at the bottom. Jill, Jack and Mike's teams finished in the top half of the league, and the Saint-Tropez Pirates' final triumph gave them a last-minute boost.
I'm a very competitive person. Winning and competing is everything for me. To ride alongside the big names is fantastic, and you learn a lot riding with them, and I think it's an amazing chance.
Michael Pender only started riding at the higher level over the last few years, so it's not like his name has been going around the circuit for many years. He came into the circuit a little bit as the underdog, but really like a pit bull, got his teeth in, got stuck in and never let go.
I'm going to stay in the Saint-Tropez Pirates, so I'm absolutely delighted to be a part of the team again for next year.
Another under-25 rider who has shone this season is Lily Atwood, who, as well as being new to Global Champions, is also part of a brand new team, Stockholm Hearts.
I didn't have too high expectations. These shows are difficult, the best horses and riders in the world, so I just take it in my stride.
After a slow start, Lily got into her stride, making it to the GCL podium 3 times, as well as coming second in the Paris Grand Prix.
Lily has been really important for the team, for sure. You know, she's happy to be there, she goes in and she tries her hardest every time.
Stockholm Hearts finished triumphantly in second place, cementing their reputation as the new superstars of Global Champions.
I think my biggest ambition is just to stay consistent and, you know, have my horses just feeling as good as possible.
Last year's league winners, Valkenswaard United, finish in 6th place, and their under-25 rider, Jill Thomas, has become a key member of the team.
Jill Thomas, over the season, his career took a flight that nobody could have predicted. He's been super successful inside the league, but then he also goes to Hickstead, wins the Grand Prix. There he's outstanding in Calgary, does it again in Barcelona.
A few years ago, I was watching all the stages of the Global at home, and I wasn't actually even thinking about to ride it like in 2 or 3 years.
He's absolutely one of the best, not only young riders in the world, but I think he's definitely got a huge potential to be one of the best in the world.
Like, yeah, this is all about chasing the dream, but it really is. It's a bit living in a dream at the moment.
With the league competition over, the riders' attention turns to the Riyadh Grand Prix.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the showdown. The Launching Global Champions Tour is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Sadly for Mike Kawai, his season has come to an end as he fails to qualify.
Actually, it wasn't the plan. Like, of course, I was hoping to do clear for the team and to qualify for the Grand Prix. But yeah, I had 2 down in the end. Was actually my mistake. So it's not what I was looking for, but it is how it is. So yeah, I mean, of course, there is a little bit of pressure always because everyone wants to win because it's big money. But yeah, a little bit more practice, experience and stuff. Yeah, always you can learn from the mistake. So you have to always like yeah, keep fighting and keep learning.
No, to train him is very good. He observes very well, but he is some person who can, what you are telling him, he can transmit it to the practice, and that is one of his gifts. I think, you know, he has an amazing gift for you know, how he rides in the ring, and I think he has a good future ahead of him.
Mike Kawai, more than anybody else, is the best example of that greenhouse comparison, where he comes in, struggles, believes in himself, keeps pushing, keeps riding, keeps training, and then the results come.
Compared to the last years in the past, for me was the best season I ever had. And then of course my one of the best memories like to win the league in Rome with the Sam. That's what you want. Like everyone wants to win, and you made it to win in the league. So that was my I think. The best memory. I don't know if I can say this officially, but I'm gonna move the team. I'm going to a different team because I have a maybe better opportunity to can compete in the shows, you know.
Back at the Grand Prix, the biggest prize money of the season is up for grabs, 900,000 euros. Michael and Harry both have their eyes on the prize.
Michael Pender, 23-year-old Launching Global Champions Tour Grand Prix winner on his Grand Prix winning mount, HHS Calais. The Valkenswaard Grand Prix winner double clear in Hamburg as well to settle for second. How careful can a horse be? This is Michael Pender, HHS Calais, who is ridiculously careful. Look at how he jumped that triple bar. That plank, you cannot do 3 with that big striding canter of his over that big wide oxer. HHS Calais has just carried Michael Pender. Harry Charles is a man on the mission. Not only did he lead the New York Empire team based on his statistics, he is about to break into the top 10 in the world at the age of just 23. And has a big bell on the back rail. It is 4 at the moment, and now he's looking for a fast 4.
Harry has one fence down, but Michael jumps clear, putting him through to the final jump-off and one step closer to the big money.
Michael Pender is the Valkenswaard Grand Prix winner and is again on HHS Calais. But the turn, just like in Valkenswaard, might be better than Smulders. Now on the same 8, cross canter, deep to the Oxer, over the back rail and over the upright, and a split time. He's 100th of a second behind him. 100th of a second splits at this point. Harry Smulders and Michael Pender. And is Pender going to score a double in his first season, where he won a Grand Prix in Valkenswaard, heading home for 36.68. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to score a double. There's Pender. How is that possible? Michael Pender is again a second quicker than one of the fastest horses on the circuit. What a horse is Calais, and Pender leads the Grand Prix ahead of Smulders and Vrieling with just one man or one rider still to go. Cruising over the grass, what a perfect shot. Oh, and it's gone. Michael Pender does it again. At the age of 23, I think that he is officially the youngest rider ever to win 2 Grand Prix in a single season. A history-writing stage here in Riyadh.
I think it's amazing what he's doing. I think he's one of the most gifted riders you have, especially young riders around the world. I think you will hear a lot from him in the future.
Can't get any better weekend than that. 2 Grand Prix in the season, so fair enough, mate. To be a rich man going home tonight, I'm sure he's going to have a big old party now. Hope I'm fucking invited.
It's a week of dreams to win the team and to win the Grand Prix, and to do 2 in the 1 year this year. I've been very lucky, and you have to be lucky to win show jumping.
Under 25 riders can grow in this circuit, need more than 1 year because it's brutal, it's really, really hard. There's no hiding, you cannot escape, but if they get the chance, if they get the exposure, and they've got the talent, and they've got the horses, if everything comes together and you keep working, results will come.
It's the end of a truly thrilling season, but the action's not over yet, as the global champions head to Prague for a very special event. The Global Champions Playoffs.
It is the richest weekend in show jumping.
The GC Prague Playoffs is the Super Bowl of the horse world.
This is the finale of all the shows. There's massive prize money, there's massive pressure.
Everyone wants to be here. Everyone wants to see it. It's the event that everyone's talking about.